Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Booth pregame.
No debate, cause it's off. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth.
Love to see this team add another receiver, whether that's trade or free agency.
That's okay. Pittsburgh's the AARP retirement home.
There's a bunt record. That person's never going to have to worry about that thing ever getting broken.
I hate analytics. I think it's ruined the game I grew up loving.
I will do unspeakable things for the Giants to win this rule.
Oh, pause. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Korner Booth Podcast. I am, of course, your host, Mr. Jared Clem. It's not a somber day in the Korner Booth, but it's definitely a Saturday. Not a Saturday, but it's not. Everyone's not in a great mood. Rough day for the boys yesterday. I think I had my first parlay ever go 0 for 4 on 4 bets. I don't think I've ever had that happen before, and I made the pact. I'm going to hold off on Monday Night Football or Thursday Night Football. I might jump back in for next weekend, but that was abysmal. Miami beat Florida State, just gave me a heart attack while doing it. And we had Penn State lose and a bunch of other fun stuff. We're going to talk about it. Obviously, baseball playoffs are going on as well. And my co-host here, Maddie, how we doing, brother?
Doing terrible. Between the Jets being the Jets, between the Yankees being outscored like what feels like 50-2 this playoff.
This is why I'm wondering with your caption, which team are you referring to, the Jets or Yankees? Because it kind of
the Yankees. There's still hope of the Yankees. I know they're down 0-2 and they got one more game and they're done. The next two are in New York. You got Rodon and probably Schlittler on the mound. So I'm feeling pretty optimistic for the Yankees to at least make it an interesting next couple of games. The Jets, however, just torpedo me into the draft week. I'm ready to be done. It was October 5th, and I was just the season's done. I mean,
I've given up on your team. I've tried so hard. I think Justin Fields is the most talented quarterback you guys have had since Pennington. But like at least in terms of where he was in his career, because like Aaron Rodgers is basically a corpse playing quarterback.
For these past 3 years. The last 2 years with Rodgers, the year before that when we had Wilson, before we got Rodgers, those 3 years we had a top 10 defense. All we needed was a serviceable quarterback. You finally get a quarterback that's actually serviceable, and your defense is all of a sudden it's bottom 5, and you just can't win a game. And it's defense. I mean, everybody could point fingers at whoever. Look at Justin Fields' stats. I'm not saying he's perfect.
They're not bad.
He holds the ball too long. He gets sacked a lot because he holds the ball forever. And the offensive line is actually solid. It's just he doesn't get rid of the ball fast enough, but he can move. Now, he is 71 for 106. That's a 69.5% completion percentage. He's got 754 yards passing, 204 on the ground. So that's 58 yards total, 7 total touchdowns. He's got a QBR of 100.1.
Yeah.
Like, he's not the problem. He's actually playing fairly well, considering it's Justin Fields. He's actually playing fairly well. The problem with this team is defense sucks. Steve Wilkes sucks. You can't stop the run. So you're like, all right, well, I guess you're strong against the coverage. No, you can't cover. You can't stop the run. And the thing with this is that we have a lot of talent on this team, but this team with the group that they've had, they've been losing for like 4 years straight. It's just, it feels like once they're down by 10, once you get to that 2 possession mark, it's just like they just quit. They don't want to win. And there's nobody on this team that's really a veteran that's got winning experience. I mean, CJ Mosley's gone. He was kind of the anchor. I mean, he's done well with Sherwood and Quincy Williams, but there's not a winning mentality. Like, and I give props to some of these guys. Like Breece Hall he's got 100-something yards each week. Sometimes, I mean, he tries. Garrett Wilson gives you his 110% like every week. I love that guy. I hope he stays with us forever. Justin Fields tries. Mason Taylor's trying to do something. The offensive line's holding up. Nobody just where's the passion? Where's the heart?
So here's 3 ways I can make the season fun for you guys. 1, fire Steve Wilkes. 2, say screw it and just start getting more aggressive on both sides of the ball, because if you lose, at least you lose going down swinging. My team literally lost yesterday because they got too conservative, and then when they had to get aggressive, didn't have enough balance, and they basically just played their way right out of the game. My team on Saturday went way too conservative on the on the play calling, and basically allowed Florida State to get right back in the game. So I've said this for 1,000 years, and I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. The dumbest thing you can ever do in football when you're up on a good team is pull your foot off the gas. And the worst thing you can do as a bad team when you're losing to a good team is stop playing aggressively. The only way to win in this league, if you are down or you are up by a lot, is just step on the throat and get the game over with. When you stop pulling when you pull the defense or pull the goalie, whatever analogy you want, you leave yourself open to losing because the team psychologically pulls the effort back. If Philadelphia just kept laying it on Denver because they were up 17-3, it wasn't like this game was that competitive. Like Saquon just scored, and we're all like, oh, they're throwing the ball. Oh, they can't run it on us, but hell, they're getting it downfield. It hurts them like throwing a clinic. Then they start like doing all these weird pass plays mixed in with run plays, and they finally got Saquon moving a little bit, and then everything just stopped and got off kilter and off sync. And I think this is why, honestly, we need to play the Giants on Thursday, because I hope to God the anger and menacing madness that game created, and these first 4 wins have created before that, festers into us just unloading on New York. And here's the thing, and this is the really sad part about this whole weekend, right? The Giants looked so like they were having so much fun the first quarter of the game. They will talk about it when he gets here. And they could not hold on. I said Rashid Shaheed is one of the fastest human beings in the NFL, bar none. The dude, that's 87-yard touchdown from Rattler was sensational. Scadaboo complaining about his gloves on the sideline. He might have had a glove issue. I'm not sure. I wasn't watching the game that hard. I was just paying attention to red zone. We had the Bills lose last night to the Patriots, and everyone's like, "Oh, the Patriots are back." It's like Buffalo played like ass. Like we have to understand. Like there are certain conclusions you cannot come to this early season. I got to give a shout to the 49ers because they somehow are like 4-1 right now with Mac Jones. They're making Mac Jones look like Alabama Mac Jones with Kendrick Bourne as his primary receiver. That's incredible. You have the Chargers, who literally are getting more banged up than the 49ers are, and the excuses are coming out in droves. In the case of like my team yesterday, and I'll summarize this. I went on a tangent a little bit, but with your team, get rid of Wilkes, start playing aggressively, and just realize you're not winning the Super Bowl this year. But with another year of Justin Fields and a good draft class and getting a new DC in there who's not a moron, you guys are probably a wild card team because I'm sorry, I don't believe in Miami. And it showed. They just blew a lead to the freaking Panthers. Like, that was the most hilarious end of a game I've ever seen in my life. There was
I'm all fire sale mode.
Oh, I mean, no, listen, I want you got to keep a couple pillars. Mason Taylor, Breece Hall, Justin Fields.
Well, yeah, the rookies are safe. The rookies are safe. Yeah, the rookies are safe. You just paid Sauce. You're not going to trade him. You just paid Garrett. I would keep.
Braylon Allen's knee might be like or ankle. Where the hell he got hurt? So I'm telling you, keep Breece Hall because Breece Hall is a tier 1 type running back if he stays healthy. But in terms of, I know, in terms of my Eagles, here's what happened. When you play conservative football and you do not step on the opposing team's neck and call it a day, you open yourself up to a loss. And then when the refs are clearly not on your side the entire game and you still do this, you deserve to lose. Yes, Philadelphia deserved to lose that game. Were the referees awful? And this is why I hate referees, and I always will at any level. Yes, those were the intentional grounding call getting picked up was despicable. That was the most rigged call I've ever seen in my life. The pass interference call, holy God, Dallas Goedert got tackled. And then the late hit on Zach Bond, you're really going to call late hit when RJ Harvey's still moving? Dude, really? Like, there were those 3 calls alone and about 15 missed holding calls on the offensive line that I could clearly spot from my television. But here's the problem. it doesn't matter. Because if you play like crap with a 14-point lead, you will lose. And Philly deserved to lose that game. AJ and Jalen being not in sync on that deep ball that would have iced the game, great. Then you have the penalties. You have the missed blocking opportunities. You have missed plays. You have the inability apparently to run the football now with a top 5 offensive line. Shameless plug for our segment coming up. We do pick 3, cut 5 with Matt and me and Nate on. But I'm so pissed off, but I'm also a happy kind of pissed off because I know as mad as I am as a fan and as a journalist who tries to cover this team, I know for a fact the team that I love in Philadelphia is even more pissed off. And I feel awful for the Giants on Thursday because this game might get ugly. They might literally take out their aggression on the Giants, and I really hope it doesn't get nasty. Because the Giants, honestly, I'm starting to pull for them because they play fun football. Because they have no expectations anymore. Now that Russ is out, they're not making the playoffs. But they're going to be the most fun non-playoff team. They're going to be like the 2016 Eagles or the 2020 Chargers or, like all these teams with a young rookie quarterback who just are fun to watch. And it's going to be an entertaining time. But the problem is now they got to play Philadelphia twice in 11 days.
Where's the game at?
Thursday's game's in MetLife. And in 2 weeks.
It's going to go insane.
Yeah, Saquon might go ballistic.
Well, that line. Well, I should say that line.
Just keep AJ Brown's knee upright and away from that stupid effing turf.
Yeah. Well, that line also, I don't think, got a sack on Rattler, which is insane.
Well, Kellen, listen. I think our boy Kevin Batula needs to copy Kellen Moore's playbook because that was wild. And, ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking Giants. We brought up Giants. We should probably bring in our boy, our producer, our resident Giants fan, Big Nate. Hey, Nate, how are you, buddy?
Muted Nate.
Hi, boss. Hi, Matt.
Oh, you muted us all on purpose.
Yep. I was like, all right, take a breath before I say anything. But it's good to see you guys. Yeah, I'm not going to say much. We saw what happened, right? We lost to the Saints. Even though we warned in our most recent TikTok video to not look ahead, we kind of technically did look too far ahead because we couldn't beat the damn Saints. Dart, 3 turnovers, 2 picks, a fumble. Scatterboo fumbled. Oh, Darius Slayton.
Pack your bags.
Get him off the
team. He been traded for a 6th-round pick.
Oh, Jalen Hyatt, get out. View Collins.
Traylon Burks, newest New York Giant receiver.
Honestly, he might be better than Darius Slayton or Jalen Hyatt.
Probably an upgrade.
Yeah, honestly, he would. When he was on the field for Tennessee, it was more their offense than it was him because whenever he got the ball in his hands, he actually did well.
To keep it simply put, we have no receivers. Wandale was a glorified short route runner. That's all he's good at.
He's a cheaper Travis Hunter at this point.
Yeah. Hyatt, trash. View Collins, useless as F. Darius Slayton doesn't know how to hold on to a football. Our tight ends are our leading pass catchers on Sunday. Yeah. Oh, and defensively, we couldn't get to the quarterback, which was embarrassing as heck. Because how are you going to sack Herbert twice, but then against a sorry Saints offensive line, you get.
You can say ass. You just can't drop the F-bomb. And slurs and things of that ilk. So
I like to prevent myself from saying any of that, especially on the show, just to be safe.
I appreciate it.
But
yes, your defensive line was ass yesterday.
Yeah. So we will see you guys in MetLife, and I expect to come out of that game 1-5.
Best way to describe the Jets and the Giants. Best way to describe the Jets and the Giants, to quote the great Miami quarterback Cam Ward, if we're keeping it a buck, we ass.
We ass. He won though! Yay!
I'm so happy, dude. Hey, listen, hey Matt, as much as it sucks to be us, you could be the Dolphins and the Cardinals today.
True.
Yeah, the best thing I did this week.
Literally need the refs to axe them to lose that game. The Titans, the Cardinals did that to themselves, and now their coach might get in a lot of trouble because he basically took a swing at his player.
Yeah.
video. It's not good. And Jonathan Gainer looks awful in the video. So
he leveled into him, punched him, leveled.
He legit was swinging at him. I'm like, holy cow, dude. Like, you could tell he's already, like, upset. Like, the offensive line's got his arm around him trying to calm him down. And Danik comes sprinting over looking like a Roig baby. Rage baby. Roig, I'm going to keep that. Just swinging. I didn't even know. One of the guys I follow on TikTok, Undisputed World Champ, he's one of the sports commentators. And I follow him on TikTok, and he posted the video. I was like, oh, that's not good. So, yeah. They didn't show that on Red Zone. So, not going to lie, not good for Johnny G. And, yes, Indiana Jones.
I could tell who this one is on the account.
Yep, there we go. There we go,
Indiana
boys.
Jones.
As Giants fans, we can't say we regret it, right? Like, we can't say we regret letting
He wouldn't. He would not have been.
Like, it's kind of like when your ex-girlfriend breaks up with you because you guys are toxic, but then she meets the love of her life and gets married. You can't be mad because he's probably just as nuts as she is, or she's probably just as odd as he is. At least it doesn't fit what you're doing. Like, dude. Two of my ex-girlfriends are married, and like they're great girls, and I've talked to them since, and I'm very happy for them. And here's the thing: it's like they're happy with their husbands. One of them's a mother. I'm like so happy for them, right? And you got to look at it from that standpoint. It's like it was better for both of them, for both people involved. For the Giants, it's better because you guys get Jackson Dart, and in the Colts and Daniel Jones, it's better because now he's assuming his talent. Because no offense to Brian Dable, he couldn't crack that nut. Shane Steichen could, because he's just as weird as Daniel Jones is. Shane Steichen is partially responsible for Jalen Hurts' MVP season. He made Gardner Minshew look like a serviceable quarterback for half the season.
It's crazy what a change of atmosphere can do for anyone, and it's been pretty clear that whoever leaves New York gets to have
literally the point I just made. Except I think Jalen had the MVP talent in him. Steichen's and so did Jones. I think he just brings it out. But the offense also is just very mobile, quarterback friendly. I'll make one last point on my Birds before we get out of here. I think this is the best case scenario for Philadelphia at the end of that game. Yeah, it sucks to lose, but would the Eagles have learned any lesson if they walked out of there with like a nail-biting win?
No.
This is literally what happened in 2023. We needed that loss. And unlike the loss to the Jets, where we just look like ass, at least in this one, the passing game looked good for about a half. I think and now we get a short week against a rival team who just got upset on the road. I think, now let's see what kind of Eagles team comes out. But listen, the Miami Dolphins are in trouble. They just lost to a team that's gotten boat raced multiple times this year. And it wasn't even like it was like a blow, like a tough, hard fought game. They blew it.
I do, DJ. Well, at this point, do I want the win? I'm 0-5.
What about me? Do I deserve anything? I probably
gotta
win. Last week, you upset one of the best teams in the league at the time.
I want more. You know what I'm saying? More.
You're rooting for the Giants. You don't get more. You get just, that's nice.
Justin Fields threw for 283 yards, and we still lost. I need a win, mate.
Mine. Oh, wait, never mind. I was gonna say mine. Did 3 picks.
Dude,
or 2
this
picks.
week. I denied the trade.
Like Paul Crew to Brucey in the second half.
Oh, thank you for that trade, by the way, for that fancy trade, Matt. We made a fancy trade the other day. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
It was very quick, yeah. Hey, I still lost, but Garrett Wilson and Javonte.
I've punted on that league. My team is awful. I just was like, all right, season over. Defending champs, no more.
Well, I didn't realize the format until I was halfway through the draft.
Yeah, me too. I was like, wait, IDP and a defense? I was like,
so I went the whole season right now. Caleb
5
Williams.
bench slots is just criminal. Okay, if you're going to have that many different positions, 5 bench slots is like suicide.
Dude,
there's no IR, right? I don't think
there's no IR either. Oh, no, there's one IR. Because I pleaded with DJ to get that changed. I was like, this is insane.
I was like, oh my God, who TJ Watt was drafted? I was like, what is this? And I was like, I guess I have to take a defensive
player. I saw Myles Garrett go. I was like, what?
Yeah, I was like, I guess I'm getting Max Crosby.
I was like,
the highlight of this week, though? I was offered a trade, Troy Franklin for Rico Dowdle. So I would be giving up Rico Dowdle. Now I'm like, oh, that's a pretty decent deal. I was like, Rico's only giving me like 3-4 points a week. I was like, let me look into it. And I saw Chuba Hubbard had an injury. And I was like, I guess I'll keep Rico because I have buys coming up. And if he's going to start for a few weeks, I'll need him. And I put him in as a flex, 34 points.
The most randomest 200 plus yards.
To be fair, you put this chat during the show. Or no,
he's got a point, though. I mean,
he does have a point. But in my defense, we were in the middle of recording when the chat was, I think, going on. So by the time I got to read either that, I was working and then hopped whatever it was. Either way, I'm not defending champs. I'm just gonna send DJ my $10 and probably just like lock out of the league for the seat. I don't know. I'll try to play spoiler because it's fun. But
I'll lock in. I got this.
It was cheap enough.
Listen, Nate. I'm pulling for you to win. Whatever you need, buddy. Let me know. Without collusion, obviously, because we're not trying to Ruxin this up.
I want Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith.
You just announced, no collusion, but let me get
no collusion. But whatever if you need some advice, I got you.
The commissioner is actively in the chat, and we were like, no collusion. Let me know what you need.
I got you, bro. I want Nate.
Everybody.
Nate ain't getting a chip in any real sports. We'll get him one in fantasy.
TJ's gonna just deny every trade sent to Nate from one of us.
He's just gonna be like,
I know.
Yeah, no, I could offer Nate. Who's your best player right now? I can't remember at this point.
Great question.
Who's your best player?
My best what?
Not injured player.
Oh, I got you. Colts kicker Spencer Strader. I'm kidding. It's not. It's not. It's in all seriousness, it's Jameer Jonathan Taylor actually.
Yeah, so I'm going to say
put 0 points.
Yeah, that was a very weird game. We'll talk about that one because that's like the first of us. One of the
Giants
first
defense got me 0 points.
Yeah,
still destroyed, man.
My kicker put up 18 in my family league, and I still lost.
183 to 135.
Because I had Kymir Fairbairn, who went ballistic. So I was like, this is the third time, by the way. I am now 0-3 in the past 2 seasons where my kicker puts up 15 plus points. 0-3. It's like a kiss of death.
Damn. Nick Bonita put up 23. Woo.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. I love defense. Oh, right. My bad. I did not mean to.
I don't know. I think Jordan Mailata was like allergic to blocking. I don't know what the hell happened. Did they just take a whole offseason away from like pass blocking school? I don't know. Oh, God. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on before I lose my damn mind. So Nate, LeBron making another decision announcement.
It's just about. We all know it's about Amazon Prime because Prime Day is tomorrow. By the way, if you have a Prime account.
Another reason why I hate this man. Boo this man.
Because I guess he's been promoting Amazon recently or whatever, and it's like we know what it is. Like he's not gonna retire. Like everyone's I gotta call off tomorrow. Like, come on.
Nobody wants him in the league anymore anyway. So it's like just go. Even his own team doesn't want him past the season.
For cap reasons, I have to jump on that bandwagon.
I was going to say also for toxicity reasons, the fact that he's a dinosaur playing basketball still.
He's still putting out a good amount of points.
This is his what, like 23rd season?
He's still.
No. Listen, Brady went.
Yeah, but difference between quarterback and power forward, a little bit of a difference in athleticism needed.
Oh yeah, obviously, but
Tom Brady, I don't think anytime sprinted over 15 miles an hour his entire life.
Whenever he decides to retire, we are 1,000% going to hear about it before the season, so he can get, which rightfully deserved, he can have his farewell tour.
I want to go to a game. I want to go to his last Timberwolves game and just flick him off.
Oh, if they get you on TV doing that, I'd be laughing my head off.
I'll get on a T-shirt.
Nate's that's my boss.
That's my boss.
Yeah, Korner Booth.
Airing him out and like putting him in.
The worst part is I loved LeBron up until the Lakers years. I thought he was awesome. I even wrote an article for this paper I used to write for. Like he has a chance to catch Jordan, and then I even like thought he was like the hero of the NBA for like him busting up the dynasty of the Warriors. And then it's like that old line from Dark Knight: you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. He became the villain. Jordan hung it up. So Jordan kind of hung it up, so he never really became truly the villain. He was just always kind of like the dynasty hero. But like, dude, like LeBron like became the villain. It's not even. And I just spilled iced tea all over everything. Son of a bitch.
He traded Lonzo away. That broke my heart.
Yeah,
As a newly found Knicks fan, my like for LeBron James went out the door when he flirted with the Knicks and then went to I think it was the Heat at that time.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I think it's paper towel, so nothing leaks in there.
You got it.
Yeah. Now it goes back. I went from not really minding him to now I have to backtrack in time and be like, this is when I didn't like you anymore.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know if he would have looked good in blue and orange.
I mean, at that point in time in the Knicks, probably not. I think he would have been paired up with Carmelo. Would have been interesting, but no. At that point, it was kind of a dark side Knicks right there. So probably wouldn't have been. He probably would have left fairly soon after that.
Raymond Felton and Amari Stoudemire. Woohoo!
Yeah, I don't think it would have went well. I mean, hey, listen. At the same time, if like let's just say he played this year and then he said next year is my last year and he signed a 1-year deal with the Knicks, like I'm not going to be upset. It'd be pretty cool to see LeBron James in Madison Square Garden. But I feel like if he's going to end his career and he's going to go to a new team, he's going to say goodbye to the Lakers. For me, number one, I would say reunion with the Cavs where it all started. Yeah. He ends it there one more year. Maybe Miami, like those, maybe like because he's only played for 3 teams: Cavs, Miami, back to the Cavs, then he went to the Lakers. So I mean, I feel like the Cavs and the Miami are like those 2 top teams that if he could end his career at, if he were to leave the Lakers, and then I guess it's a wild card after that. But I would say maybe a Cavs reunion if he were to leave the Lakers and play 1 more year.
Utah Jazz.
That's career-ending suicide right there.
I mean, his career is ending anyway.
That's fair enough.
Anti-LeBron team right here. Team.
I am now a half Cavs fan because of Lonzo. So hopefully we make some noises here.
I want Lonzo to play more than 5 games because I want Nate to fulfill his dream of watching him play a full season.
I know. Me too.
My man is literally nicknamed Mr. Glass.
Is he still with the Bulls?
Oh, he's with the Cavs, actually.
He just said he's on the Cavs.
Oh, let's reunion with him and LeBron next year.
All right.
See, there you go. Dream come true.
We got to start talking about these games, man. We already covered Eagles. We already covered I guess we'll jump into Chargers, Commanders.
Madison Beer was there.
Go F yourself, San Diego. That's how I felt watching this game. Like, I'm like, Justin Herbert. Dude, like, bro, what the hell? Like, the Chargers looked like ass. Yeah. But also, you saw Juju Watkins and Jayden Daniels having, like, the cleanest handshake I've ever seen. They are so dating, and it's not even funny.
Someone said they were first cousins, so I had to, like, kind of hold off for a bit, but then I heard that wasn't true, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, because people always saying some dumb shit.
Shout out to Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt for having
an
after I traded for him last week. I traded.
Damn, man, let's go.
I traded Matthew Golden for him because I needed running back.
I don't start him.
Nice.
It was so my running back depth is bad. So I have.
I just hate Cliff Kingsbury. That's really what it's coming down to.
Well, that league, I'm pretty sure that league I have. That particular league, I have James Cook and Bijan. Now, great. However, behind them, originally all I had was Rico Dowdle, Tyrone Tracy, and that was it.
So lucky enough for me, I did start Michael Carter over him. So like I did actually do okay. Picked him up when I put Trey Benson on IR after using for 1 game when I literally changed his nickname in the league chat to Waste of Space number 1 with Tyrone Tracy being Waste of Space number 2.
I would do the same.
I literally am going to start naming the useless players on my team that I can't really get rid of because they're too good to get rid of. But some quick stats for this game, actually. Pretty interesting. Jayden Daniels had 231 yards for the air and 1 touchdown. We talked about Bill had 111 and 2 tutties. Debo, 896 and 1, man. Not a bad day for Debo. Really struggled. This is a crazy one. They had more penalties than Philly did. 85 yards of penalties and allowed 5 sacks. Holy cow. This offensive line is so bad. Whoo!
You know it's bad when Herbert's the leading rusher for that team, too.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to talk about it because I have in our league for this league, I have Amarion Hampton. I'm really ticked off. It was basically like having a shotgun with no bullets. I mean, no
You know
shells.
what that means? Hassan Haskins season. Any money at all. No?
Yep.
All right.
Second round pick.
Anyways.
I'm happy about that. All right. Also, Quentin Johnson's back to his old ways, and he fumbled. Oh, Quentin, I've been rooting so hard for you, man. But yeah, so Chargers are now, they've lost 2 straight. The Commanders are sort of back. The NFC East after Philadelphia is so weird because Dallas just had a good win. The Giants won, but then lost again. And the Commanders are kind of just hanging in there. It's very odd.
Cowboys being 2-2-1.
It's the most Cowboys record of all time. All right.
That's mid as can be.
Watch. The Cowboys and Eagles are a game apart. They finish with the same record, but they don't make the playoffs because of a tie. That's the most Cowboys thing of all time. I love that. We talked about Broncos, Eagles. I don't want to talk about that game anymore because it made my brain hurt. And then, Bucs, Seahawks. This one was great. I honestly, every couple of weeks, I get lucky when I'm outside smoking a cigar after the Eagles game, win or lose. Got to go get my weekly intake of nicotine, and I'm sitting there on the porch, just having a little Coors Banquet, relaxing, trying to blow off some steam because I was ticked off about the Eagles. I'm watching this masterpiece. Baker Mayfield, 29 of 33, almost 400 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 87% completion percentage, which is insane. Darnold was pretty good as well, 28-34, 341 yards, 4 touchdowns. Sammy D looks amazing. Like, I swear to God, whatever they did to him in San Francisco and Minnesota, like, rewired his brain correctly. Abuka went ballistic, had a phenomenal game, 163 through the air, 1 touchdown. Tampa Bay, first 4 games on game-winning drives, first team in NFL history. It's wild. It's literally like Baker and the boys are just going to be – they are basically what Philadelphia was 2 years ago, where it doesn't matter how much you're up by, they're going to win the first 10 games of the season by this. JSN had a great game as well. Had a tutty, around 100 yards receiving, so that's good for my fantasy team. But, so both teams are great. I think this is the first bad game Seattle's played all year on defense. So, listen, I think Seattle is a playoff team. I honestly think Seattle might be better than LA, and they definitely think they're better than San Francisco. But somehow, some way, the NFC West is the best division of football this year. I don't know. Nobody saw that coming. Whew. But any thoughts, boys, on Bucs Seahawks?
At one point, both starting quarterbacks were on the same exact team in Carolina. And at one point, both of them were like, we need to get out of here. Our careers are going to die here. And one eventually found his way to Tampa Bay and is having an amazing season. The other one reworked himself in San Francisco, Minnesota, found his way in Seattle, and was also doing great. So shout out to them. Yeah. And it's like what we were saying before. Daniel Jones on the Giants currently, like, it wouldn't have made a difference. He still would have been terrible. If Sam Darnold or Geno Smith were on the Jets, there would be no difference. Exactly. They've better situations, better team, Papa John's.
Damn it!
And all we can do is just be happy for him, man. Like, honestly, for Sam Darnold,
especially before about ex-girlfriends or ex-boyfriends, you just gotta let him be happy for him and move on with your life.
Especially Baker.
Why I root for Carson's dumbass every time he throws an interception. Like, come on, Carson! I didn't root for McNabb because the way he left was kind of annoying. He
got hurt, right? He got hurt on Sunday for like a little bit.
He's still playing next week, though. They're not going to start McCarthy.
Thank God. I was going to say Max Brosmer season.
All right. Anything else, or we're talking college ball?
The uniforms were really cool.
Oh, my God. I love the old school Seattle uniforms. And then the old school it was great. It was great. Yes. It was the best uniform game of the season. All right. Let's talk about the college game I got wrong. Florida and Texas.
Yay.
Arch Manning needs to go back in the oven and cook for a couple years. What the hell was that? Holy crap, man. Dude holds the ball longer than Hurts and Justin Fields put together. It's like open guy. No, not enough room. I can't think it's a lack of confidence or his inability to pick up college defenses. But Nate, I swear, because I'm thinking maybe it keeps my parlay alive, right? Because I was basically in my head 2-0 because Alabama was going to win, and then I was also going to get Miami, Florida State. I was pretty confident in that one. Houston was not a good upset, but we'll more on that later. But I'm watching this kid. He's got more and more shots to do this, and he keeps sailing the ball or a dumb interception or he gets sacked, and I'm just like, it's like watching like a high school kid out there. What the hell is he doing? I have no idea what's wrong with Arch Manning. Does he have the yips? Like, seriously, I got to ask that question. I know you're not supposed to ask that question, but you have to. Like, is there something psychologically wrong with him? Because he looks like he's broken. I mean, then again, we never saw him look that elite last year. He looked okay. It was against bad.
He beat UTSA. Like, that's way different.
I know, and he came in against Mississippi State before they were good. So it's like at home. So it's like, I don't know. Dude, like, Arch looks terrible. DJ Lagway was okay. Like, his stat line wasn't even that impressive. Yeah. But 289 and the 2 touchdowns wasn't awful. Florida, the defense was amazing, though. Sapp and the boys, six sacks, 2 interceptions, held Texas to 52 rushing yards total. Out of control. Wild. But, like, I think Billy Napier just becomes a better coach when he's on the hot seat. I swear, that's what it comes down to. There's not another way to describe this other than, okay, Billy, we're heating up. I got this, guys. Hold on.
Yeah, Arch is there's no. I think after this performance for me, it was like, yeah, he's definitely coming back next year for another year.
The backup comes in and hits a dart, literally 25 yards on a line to get him a first down to get him in shot range. I'm like, just keep him in. Say Arch has a concussion or something. Oh, sorry, the C word.
Being a Manning, I think he had a lot of hype with that name. Obviously, coming out of high school, he was one of the highest recruits. I think that they could, one of those most sought after college court prospects out of high school, especially, well, one, his play, 2, his name. And I think everybody's just focused on the name Manning. You got a Hall of Fame uncle in Peyton Manning. You got a future Hall of Fame uncle in Eli. You're destined. Your grandfather was in the league as well. You're destined to be good. And I don't know if he is just, if this is too much for him, if it's overwhelming for him, if he's feeling the pressure and he's caving and he's, whatever it is, or if he's injured and nobody wants to say anything. But this is not the season I was expecting to see a Manning have. Maybe this just shows he needs to go back to college this coming season.
He needs to sit a couple games. I think he needs to sit a couple games. Like, it's not going to get better with their schedule. He's going to keep taking shots to the dome at this point. Like, Florida is one of the easier wins on your schedule. Like, dude, like, I swear Sark needs to sit this kid down for a couple games. Let him understand the offense, because clearly he doesn't. And then go back to it. For this kid's health at this point. Like, you can't seriously throw this poor kid out there because he's going to keep getting smacked around. So that's my 2 cents on Texas. They need to let Arch sit for a little bit. Anything else before we go to Vandy and Alabama?
Gator chomp. No?
Just buys Billy Napier another week.
Okay. Yep. Jared, pick one. The chomp or the you gotta pick one.
Oh, the chomp. Are you kidding me? Oh, I prefer the chomp all day because it doesn't come with a stupid chant next to it. All you hear is this. Not I swear to God, I came downstairs on Sunday, and I swear I had to go to confession because of the amount of curse words I was letting out of how stupid that effing chant was. I was like, because the worst part is YouTube TV would not show me the ABC stream at first. I had to watch the ACC network stream, which had like some Florida State coach on it, and it was so leaning towards Florida State while they're having that quick drive down the field. I'm like, shut this idiot up. And I literally was like looking for the ABC stream so I could hear Kirk and Reese. I was like, oh, thank God I found it. Because I was like, if I have to hear one more stupid thing about Florida State, I'm going to lose my mind. Like, everyone's got to understand, like, I hate Florida State more than the Cowboys. I hate Florida State more than the Dodgers. I hate Florida State more than the Chiefs. Like, they're I hate them more than Duke. They are the tip of the spear. There is no one else I despise more than Florida State. I hate all the stupid fans do the U down stuff. I only wish I could have seen the camera view of us leaving the stadium, of all those drunk idiots looking so sad and depressed. But we're going to talk about them after this because I want to talk about High Tide, boys!
Shout out to Kev.
Shout out to Kev and Cruz and Vinny and Bon.
Yes.
I got a lot of
and Johnny Menzel.
His text
Who
say
said
that.
no, because he was at the Vanderbilt game and he was like trash talking to Bama fans, like, "Oh, at least we covered the spread," and they indeed did not cover the spread.
Yeah. All right. Alabama held Vanderbilt to 14 points for the first time all season. They could not sustain any real offense under the pressure. Ty Simpson looked pretty good, man. He's not an elite quarterback in terms of what they've had in the past, but dude, he's moving the ball. He's getting them down the field, and their defense is playing well. Dude, they made Diego Pavia look like a poverty quarterback again. Like he did not look like the guy who beat Bama last year and had them ranked in the top 15. Like this was rough. So yeah, that's all I got. This is probably like the one game where like the stats didn't really matter for individual player. It was more like team efforts. But like Bama's defense was great.
Yeah, I ain't got much on this, but I was just gonna say shout out to Vandy, even though they lost, they're 5-1. Shout out to them having a decent start of the year. Yeah, Pavio's bad. And yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, I got nothing else on this one. Alabama's defense like actually amazed me. I'm like, this is the Bama I remember. This is great. I'm texting Kev, like, great job, man. Defense looks great. Congrats on the win. I'm like, can my team just effing win so I can breathe a little bit? Nate, did you guys end up beating Duke?
All right, next game. Let's go.
All right.
Yay.
It was not as close as it looked because Miami literally tried to park the bus at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and they played nothing but prevent defense for a whole quarter, and Florida State scored 19 unanswered. Besides giving me a stroke, mentally breaking me for a minute, Carson Beck looked phenomenal. Like out of control, 4 touchdowns, over 250 yards passing. I think he only had 5 incompletions. Malachi Toney had 2 almost 3 touchdowns, 107 yards on 7 catches. Super explosive. CJ Daniels is a freak as well. I watched him Texas two-step that dude out of his shoes to catch that slant route. I was like, yeah, this kid's going to be playing on Sundays. Miami's defense, I got to give Tommy Castellanos credit, dude. He is a hard dude to bring down. He's a very annoying quarterback to play defense against. He's got to chill on talking before games, though, because he's gave Miami so much bulletin board material. And Florida State's got to stop acting like they almost won. Because in reality, if Miami actually just kept playing like intense team defense and offense, they probably would have won by 40. But they did the dumbest thing possible and said, "Hey, let's just play prevent." It all changed when they got that punt return where the targeting was called. Remember, kids, the old rule: it's only targeting if Miami does it. But it was kind of targeting, and then Miami's one of their safeties it was a little depth in the secondary issue, and a desperate team gets more aggressive. But yeah, Miami won this game outright, and they are state champs. Swept the state of Florida, where all the teams actually matter. Sorry, FIU.
Oh, come on, they matter.
And UCF doesn't matter anymore either.
No, UCF hasn't mattered since Blake Bortles.
UCF hasn't mattered since they pretended to be national champions.
What about USF? Ooh,
None of them have.
We kicked their ass up and down the field too.
The only Florida teams that actually matter is Miami and then I guess Florida because the history. But with this game, all I got is 2 things happened that needed to happen. Miami needed to win. They won, check. And Carson Beck just needed to look good, and Carson Beck had a great game. So quarterback looks great. Team looks great. You got that win. That's what matters. I can't stand Florida State either. They produced me Jordan Travis, who's a weenie. And, yeah.
You know what the worst part is? Like Castellanos did so much. You know, everyone's like talked so much shit about Carson Beck this preseason. And I'm taking notes. I'm like Ryan from the office. I'm like writing everything down. Dude, Castellanos. What bugged me was all week I heard him just talking nonstop, even taking shots at Beck. I'm like, bro, you were asking for trouble with this defense. Dude threw two really dumb. One interception was just a great play by a true freshman. The other one was just stupid. And then, like, he literally was just sneaking out of sacks. Like, Bain, Mesidor, and everyone was chasing him down. So, there's one more game I want to talk about. It's not in the six-pack, but it was so funny. We had to put it in. Final score, UCLA 42, Penn State 37.
I knew we'd be back. Go Bruins. We are Penn ass.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound great, Nate, but it was comedic relief. Was funny. The timing was great.
Rah.
Nico Nico. I tried. I have it in front of his face. Imaliava. Oh, I got it. All right. Nico Imaliava was 16 for 24, 166, 2 passing touchdowns. Also had 120 yards rushing with 3 rushing touchdowns. Dude was going crazy.
Damn.
All 5 touchdowns from UCLA were him. Offensive touchdowns. On top of that, Drew Adler didn't play awful. 19 to 26, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 70 yards rushing for him. Katron Allen had 50 and 2. Surprise onside kick, a blocked punt. It was a weird game, dude. It's not really about the stats. UCLA just played great. I love it for Neuheisel. For I think was it Rick New? No, Rick Neuheisel's the dad. Was it Jim Neuheisel? I think it's Jim Neuheisel, the kid who's like a former like assistant coach and backup there. I was like, bro, I would love this with holding him up or dumping Gatorade on him. I know UCLA is going to be a terrible team, but literally, Nico looked like Tennessee Nico the second they got rid of Deshaun Foster, which is crazy. But, yeah, this looks awesome for UCLA because now they go into, like, an part of their season. They play 1 or 2 more good teams. But now they get to kind of see what Nico's actually like. And for Penn State, this is the worst-case scenario. You have 2 Big Ten losses back-to-back. Your season's basically over. They're the 7th. They're the 6th best team in the Big Ten, honestly. They're not making the championship. They'd have to win out and then have a bunch of teams lose just to even have a shot. They're going to lose to Ohio State. Do they play Ohio State next year? Nick, can you pull up Penn State's remaining games right now so we have an idea who they're playing? Because I don't want to say they're going to play Penn State and then not play Ohio State and not play Ohio State.
For next
they don't
year,
really have a what?
For next year?
For this year. The rest of the season for Penn State.
Here we go. Yes, November 1st.
November 1st. In the horseshoe. Oh, yeah, they're done. That's a 30-burger. They're done. Also, Michigan looks better with Match Boy Bryce Underwood. And there's other good teams who are going to run them. It's not like this is an easy schedule. And, dude, if they lose 1 or 2 more games, Franklin's fired. I'm putting this out there right now. He's done. He's coaching just to not get fired. He's coaching to, leave with his dignity. He loses 1 or 2 more games, he's fired. This was awful. Even his excuses in the press conference were terrible. I'm like, dude, how are you going to talk about injuries and layover from last week? That's what a guy like me says when he's late for a date and he's hungover from the night before going out with the boys. That's the stuff a regular person says, not a head coach of a football team. Not a leader of men, which is the very stereotypical way to call it. Any thoughts on Penn State UCLA before we start talking tonight's Monday Night Football game?
I got nothing on you. Quarterbacks we haven't talked about. Apparently, per random Instagram or Twitter accounts, the Jets are the betting favorites to take for the Indiana quarterback first overall. Fernando something.
Oh, ironic, because he played for Cal last year.
Doesn't Cal have a good quarterback again this year, though?
Yep. I'm not going to say it because that's way too long.
All I know is that Ron Rivera has already had the comment about him trying to retain him in the transfer portal. I'm like, dude, they need to fix this. Like, this has gotten ridiculous. Like,
Who's Ron Rivera, the GM?
I think barring like a waiver, you should only be able to transfer once, and you shouldn't. I think it should be some kind of. Listen, I'm all for teams getting the bag, guys getting the bag, but unless you're gonna jump divisions from like an FCS or a MAC school to the SEC, you shouldn't be leaving just for money. It's just a whole thing. But there's also there just needs to be some kind of regulation because I want these guys to get paid. They deserve it. But before we
get to Monday Night Football, you think Juju will get more than 2.5 catches?
Yeah.
Thanks. All right. Anyways.
Speaking of that, I heard there was a line on BetMGM earlier that it was like over or under 3.5 rushing yards for Xavier Worthy. Is it me or does that seem like I should throw all of my life savings on the over?
Well, he's a receiver, so you're basically banking on him getting an end.
Yeah, but he had 38 yards last week.
I wouldn't throw your life savings because honestly, me and Bianca
I don't have access.
Up for that.
I don't have access to BetMGM, so I don't have to worry about that.
I was gonna say, like, I think me and Bianca would both whoop your ass at that point. Like, wait, what are you thinking? But I mean, I'd throw like $100 on that. Why not?
Yeah, she would. I'd be like, babe, trust me, it's a lock. And then when it's not a lock, I have to be like, hey, listen, I'll get it back next week.
He got 2 carries last game.
For how many yards though?
38.
Yeah.
So all it takes is literally it
literally just takes Mahomes throwing a ball behind him to like even that Texas is running. All right, tonight's game: Chiefs, Jaguars.
Yeah.
If you didn't see, go check out our YouTube, the Belly Up Twitter and TikTok accounts. You see my handsome face.
It's 4.5 now.
Get down. I picked the Jaguars, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm already cursed at this point. I've had the worst 3-week run as a better ever. So at this point, I'm just going to say screw it and just steer into the skid here. Smart money says go Kansas City. Dumb money, aka my money, says Jacksonville. I might literally take some fan cash and start like a $3 bet and Jacksonville to win. Because at this point, I don't care. I'm already cursed, so it's like I'll just throw some money I've earned back into it. Jacksonville leads the league in turnovers on defense. Like their defense is phenomenal. Josh Simmons just got added to the injury report. He's questionable with an illness. Trayvon Walker and Josh Hines-Allen are a solid pass rush. You know how Mahomes tends to struggle against good pass rushes. It was literally breaking news as of 10 seconds ago from Adam Schefter.
Oh, Trayvon Walker's not playing, by the way.
Oh, okay. It's okay, though. We still have Josh Hines-Allen. And the Kansas City offensive line's average at best.
Yeah.
Like I said, the defense forced a lot of turnovers. Devin Lloyd and the boys get after it. On offense for the Jaguars, I'm waiting for that Brian Thomas Jr. breakout game. But I also think ETN's having a career year. It's like the second Tank Bigsby left. He's like, all right, bet my ball now. Marion Hampton on 4 weeks. I swear my team in the DJ League is cursed.
I'm telling you, bro, it's Hassan Haskins season.
Nate, I literally want to nuke my team at this point.
It's okay. You got to believe.
Dude, I'm so mad. Like, half my team's hurt. There's no injury reserve spots left. I picked Joe Mixon, and now he's not even going to play the whole damn season.
In my league that I have with Brian and my other friends, one of my good friends' name is Juan. He, as we know, Jamar Chase didn't have the best start to the season. Of course, with Burrow out, his production has suffered. So I was like, hey, can I get Jamar Chase? And he's like, yeah, I bet. So the trade for Jamar Chase was the following. I traded ETN, Keenan Allen, and Kyle Pitts, and I got Jamar Chase and Kareem Hunt back. Not bad.
Not bad.
And if Chase was 29, so I'll take it.
If you're watching this, Pat, I'm still willing to take AJ Brown off your hands because apparently he's cursed if he's on your team.
Makes sense.
I tried to listen, tell me if you take this trade. A.J. Brown and Jonathan Taylor for David Montgomery, who had 2 touchdowns yesterday, and JSN plus either Calvin Ridley or DJ Moore, dealer's choice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right? I'm not crazy. That's a great trade.
Yeah, JSN is, dude, Jason is receiver number 1. So
yeah, and also, like, his number 1 running back's Bijan Robinson. His number 2 is Jonathan Taylor. He has more running backs he knows what to do with.
Montgomery would be
my number 1 running back, Saquon Barkley. So, I mean,
Montgomery's good because, I mean, even though he's not the featured back, he still just about gets a score every game.
Also,
JSN's having an amazing year, and it was either DJ Moore or Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, whatever one he wanted.
I'd probably go DJ Moore over Calvin Ridley.
I tried to push Ridley, and then I realized he's getting hesitant. So I was like, oh, maybe. But Ridley had a decent game against the Cardinals. So I'm like,
and it was A.J. Brown and who?
Jonathan Taylor.
I
say that's a good trade. Both teams win. He has no receiver depth.
There you go.
I have too much receiver depth in that league. I literally have more. Like, literally, I almost had to cut Rashad Bateman last week because I was like, I need a spot for Michael Carter.
I mean, JSN replacing A.J. Brown fantasy-wise is amazing. And then Caleb Williams
I am basically gambling that A.J. goes ballistic.
Caleb Williams seems to be heating up, so maybe DJ Moore is a pretty good look. I think that would have been something I would have taken.
Listen, you watch the show. So, Patrick, the council has spoken. I'm not crazy for trying to offer this trade to you. I'm actually crazy because even Rotobot AI said I was nuts for offering this trade because AJ Brown's a wide receiver like 88 right now, and JSN's wide receiver 1. Oh, and the can disruptor is here. Hello, Boo. You okay there, Nate?
Why Phillies are that's crazy.
What's the score?
1-0. So
Nate, you're acting like they just gave up a grand slam. Relax. So it's still only one. It's only
we suck. No, we
They suck. The Diamondbacks suck. The Mets suck. The Phillies don't suck. Stop it. Relax.
Well, they get to the postseason, they choke. Come on.
Here's the thing. It's not like the Yankees who literally gotten boat raced in the first 2 games. Okay, like relax. It could be worse.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You could be the Reds. You could be the Reds and sat down for a cup of coffee and then left.
It happens every year. I swear. It's fine.
All right.
But whatever.
Final thoughts, boys. Who are you taking tonight, Chiefs or Jags? As we've gone ADHD and a half on the show already.
I think Jags can cover, but I think Chiefs win.
Okay. Nate?
Chiefs win us on BS field goal watch. It's going to happen.
Oh, no. We're going to get like a fake intentional grounding call on Trevor Lawrence and a loss of down.
Yes.
We're going to basically, because the NFL referees are going to want to justify them screwing Philadelphia over. It's like, see, it happens. It's a real thing. We weren't betting on this game.
Matt, first touchdown.
For the reference, I'm not accusing anybody of betting on this game that was involved in the game. I'm saying the referee calls in the Philadelphia game were very sketchy. That's all I'm saying. If somebody wanted to imply that, they could. I'm not implying that because that's not right. That's illegal. All I'm saying is it looked very sketchy when you pick up a flag after 10 minutes when nobody's in the area. Then a pass interference call that doesn't get called and a really phantom late hit, but hey, champs are 4-1.
First touchdown, Matt. Go. What do we got?
Savior worthy.
All right. I got Parker Washington.
Brian Thomas Jr.
Watch it be who's the backup? Watch it be LaQuint Allen, the backup to the backup running back on Jacksonville.
Before we get to Keep 305, we didn't talk about the biggest story of the week. Mark Sanchez.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, and is it really bad? The first joke I read on Twitter was that somebody's like, did he get stabbed in the butt? Get a fumble?
What I heard about this story was
bro, like, not a good look. I guess, allegedly, this is according to the police report, a truck was parked in a spot. Sanchez approached him saying he couldn't park there. Apparently, allegedly, he was drunk, and he attacked the driver. The driver stabbed him in defense, allegedly. And now, once Sanchez recovered in the hospital, he was arrested. All this is subsequent. There's no been confirmed. I am not confirming nor denying anything. I'm literally just reading off what I've read so far off the stories.
They also apparently said they said altercation. The guy was really banged up. So like I kind of believe it. If they said he pepper sprayed him to try and
that's the word on the street was his BAC was ridiculous.
He looked really bad. They said he was doing wind sprints in the alley or something. They said he tried to pepper spray him at first and that didn't work. But dude, the guy looked like he was in a neck brace, I think. He looked really bad. And so like
his broadcasting career is over.
He might had to have stabbed him to save his life. Mark Sanchez is not a small man. He's a big guy.
He's like 6'4". He's a big dude.
He's a beefy guy. And so it was crazy. And now they're saying he could face 1 to 6 years.
Damn.
Career over.
Yeah.
He'll get his butt touched in there, all right? Okay, I need to stop.
Yeah, he's
Nate
gonna fumble the soap.
Now
He's gonna fumble the soap or something.
Matt box now. Nate and Matt's penalty box presented by our friends at Righteous Felon. Promo code BELLYUP for 20% for 50% off at checkout. Best meat snacks on the market. If you make a joke on meat snacks in prison, I'm gonna kill you both.
Dang, I was so close. I was going to. I'll hold off.
No, okay, we're trying not to get canceled.
Yeah, but like, there's a lot of. Nah.
Hey.
Nate, make them on Thursday when we're not on Belly Up's channel, okay?
Ooh, okay, bet. Trust.
Nate, literally, you can. I'll give you even like a full, like we could do like Kill Tony, where you literally just get a full minute. You can make all the butt prison and stabbing jokes you want, okay? Just not now.
Man, if he had like belly up after hours, oh man, I could make a
He
lot.
did, and then Josh quit because he's a weenie.
Oh, I remember Josh.
Oh yes, Josh, I'm totally calling you out by now because you bailed on me in the last show. I had to do 80% of the show by myself because you suck. You have my number. Call me.
Oh, that's another run. Oh boy, crap.
Oh, bases loaded. Okay. Alrighty, Maddie. It's that time for the rhythm and the rhyme. It's time for 3 cut 5.
All righty. Keep 3, cut 5. We are rounding out the offensive positions. And no, Nate, we are not doing punters because I don't even know 8 punters. I don't even know.
Oh, come on.
Punters.
How about Torrey Taylor?
Who?
I don't. I now know
Bears?
a 4th punter.
I got you.
So we are going to round out the offense with the offensive
Nate, you can
line.
ask. Nate, you can ask us you can do that for us, okay?
Yay.
And you're going to say Johnny Smith, and I'm going to be like, keep. No idea who he is.
No.
But,
We should do this like no. Nate, you should write down random names and say, is this guy an NFL punter?
yeah.
Oh, next week. I promise you next week. I got you. For real.
All right, there we go. All right, Nate.
Keep 3, cut 5.
We got this. Matt's only beaten us once. He's only beaten us once.
Exactly.
Offensive lines. We are doing units as a whole. We are not going individual by position. It is team offensive lines.
Mm-hmm.
Starting out hot, the Detroit Lions.
Damn.
Keep.
That's. I know we never usually keep the first one, but that's a good offensive line. All right. Yes. I agree.
All right. The Minnesota Vikings.
No.
Nah, we're okay. Good unit, though.
Carson Wentz at one point during the Pittsburgh game looked like he was a pancake, so no.
They're good sometimes.
They're average.
What about the New York Jets?
Nah.
Burn and send them to the sun.
They're not that bad, though. Like you mentioned at the beginning of the show, they're not that bad, but I don't think they're top 3.
But this isn't keep not that bad, let go bad.
You're damn right, boss.
All right. The Philadelphia Eagles.
Keep.
Of course.
They've had a rough start to the season, but I think it's more chemistry issues and injuries. So when they're healthy, they're still top 5 assignment close.
No way we're touching Hurts on Thursday.
What about the Buffalo Bills?
Fudge. That's why we don't keep Deion Dawkins is really
Nate,
good.
you have in your head who you want as the last team. You have your couple guys you want, right?
Yeah, look.
Are these guys in yours? Because they're not in mine. They're in the back end of the top 10. They're not.
But Buffalo's a good unit, though. But they're not like.
No, they're good, but they're not great. This is great. We need elite units. Like, I'm not putting Philadelphia's pass rush in the top 5, and we do a cut 3 pass rushers. Philadelphia's isn't going there because they have like 3 sacks this whole year.
I think Buffalo's respect. I'm gonna say it's a hard cut. I think
hard
because
cut.
we kept Detroit, it's a hard cut for sure. We kept Detroit, but
All right. You have
Detroit's
kept
not bad.
Detroit. You have kept Philly. You have cut the Jets, cut the Bills, cut the Vikings. Next up is the Tennessee Titans.
Hell no.
Send into the sun.
All right. We're cutting the Titans. Second to last, we have two more. The Green Bay Packers.
They're not bad. They're good. It's like Buffalo. It's like they're good, but it's like, Nate, this is the problem. Like, I feel like the one we should have touched was Buffalo because I feel like Matt's going to put like the New York Giants as the last one.
I know. So I think no.
Do you want to gamble? Let's gamble. Let's gamble.
I think Jordan Love is kept up, right?
And yeah, Josh Jacobs is not bad, but it's like he could also see like the Bengals next too.
No, I think no.
Matt,
50.
Because of what
skip
you did last week, you're screwing with us a little bit.
Oh,
Let's pass.
yeah. Oh,
Let's
God.
pass. I think we'll be fine. Let's pass on it.
All right.
If we
All
lose,
right.
we lose. But
You have kept the
Right now,
Lions.
3-2 against Matt. We're 3-1 against Matt. Matt could go up to 2-3 against us now.
Oh, well,
There was
you
the
kept
one
Lions.
disputed. The Patriot, the quarterback was disputed, but me and Nate smoked you on running backs and receivers.
So you kept the Lions, you kept the Eagles, you cut the Titans, the Jets, the Bills, the Vikings, and the Packers. And I'm going to show you the last team so you don't think I just ended it at the last time. But you guys are keeping the New York Giants.
okay, but listen. There are some positives. Andrew
Nate, we
Thomas
lost.
is really
Nate, we lost. We're now 3-2 against Matt.
Andrew Thomas is really good. He's on zero pressures.
Nope.
The Buffalo
Nope.
Bills should have been a keep.
Nope. Eviscerate, send into the sun. We lost.
It's just
The
you
Buffalo
know,
Bills should have been a keep, and then your saving grace was the Packers. I had to make it a little difficult. I was going to throw the Colts in there, but I didn't
That's
want
who
to.
my last team was in my top three.
I
So
didn't
my top
want to make it
ones are
too
Indy,
easy.
Detroit, and Philly.
I don't want to make it too easy because I would have thrown
You
you.
make it too easy.
I would have got thrown you the Lions, then you would have cut the Jets. I would have thrown you the Eagles, and then I would have had to somehow hope and pray that you would have taken Bills, Vikings, or Packers, and then you would have held off until the Colts.
We lost.
crap. Buffalo has
Matt, congratulations. You're up to 2-3 against us now.
Next week, we're going defense. We've completed offense. I think next week we're going to start with the corners.
We will redeem ourselves, boss. I promise you that.
Yeah, honestly. So, Nate, do you consider Quinyon Mitchell a top 5 corner?
No. Boss,
Right.
it's too early. Come on, man.
We were putting Surtain at 4 after his second
mean-
year. The hell you mean?
I mean, after 2 years, we were saying
Bro,
Sauce
he's
might
locking dudes up
Tell
like
you
it's
what,
Rikers
yeah.
Island.
Tell you what, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to corners. So let me go back to the list of corners, and then I'll we'll make our decision next week.
I think he's top 10, no doubt. Top 5.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we can agree with that. Top 5
Yeah.
is when I need to.
My
look
top
over.
3 right now is Stingley, Surtain, and Sauce.
Yeah.
Sauce got cooked on Sunday.
Yeah,
Woo, boy.
Sauce is getting roasted like a bad pants here. Get it, pants here, Sauce. Get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I put 3. Crap, this is hard.
Stingley might be ahead of him now.
Stingley's definitely ahead of Sauce. Because Stingley has better pick numbers.
Yeah, we look like idiots.
Arnold?
I ain't gonna lie, boss. We look bad, boss. Buffalo has the second best O-line according to PFF this year.
Oh, they're having a good season.
Crap. Should've
Okay,
taken
they've
them.
also played 3 really not great pass rushers, so I want to just leave that there.
True.
So this is the problem with PFF. Like in this early in the season, you can't fully evaluate a team's O-line because if they played 3 really good pass rushes, they look like ass, or they could look average, or they could look okay. But like you play against like 3 teams who can't get after the quarterback, like you're gonna tell me that New Orleans offensive line is good? I mean, they might be. Honestly, they shut down the Giants, but whatever.
Jaylen Johnson, top 5 corner.
I put him in the same categories. If we're gonna do tiers, I put him in the same category as Quinyon. Like he's good, but he's not. Like he's fell off a little bit.
Christian Gonzalez in
Same tier.
parentheses.
Same. He's an A- tier with Quinyon and Jaylen Johnson.
If he can just be healthy, probably.
That's the kicker because he's an elite athlete.
Deontay Banks.
No.
That's C or D tier, buddy.
He might be like top like.
I'm kind of looking forward to AJ Brown planting his head through the turf on a stiff arm on Thursday.
What do you mean? Cordell Flott's gonna be on him.
That's even worse, but that's not an upgrade. Jalen's gonna be like, "Hey Brian, fing flick." I was not going with this.
Thank gosh for this desk light I have, because I've just noticed for some reason my back room lights decided every now and then they want to kick off, and then they randomly decide to turn back on, and I don't think I can afford electrician, so I usually just wait for them to turn back on.
Fair.
4-0 Doyers.
Oh god.
Just told you it was gonna get worse.
I wore this hat in solidarity.
Yeah. We'll see you in Cancun, bro.
Go Tigers. Go Mariners. Go Blue Jays. Yankees can't do it. The Yankees lost my respect when they couldn't do it in the World Series last year. Sorry, Matt. All right.
Glad he hit a long one.
That's it. That's all, folks.
Glad he hit it a long way.
All right.
I miss her, man. What? She was a good commentator.
I will try to roll. Anyway, I'm also mad at MLB.TV. They wouldn't let me watch the A's broadcast for when the Diamondbacks play the most. So looking forward to hearing her. It's like, Suarez, it's not your day. Oh, it's a long way.
Yeah, that was bad. That was good.
Anyway, shout out to our sponsors, candips.com. Promo code BELLYUP20 for 20% off at checkout. Best dip replacement on the market. SeatGeek, promo code BELLYUP Sports at $20 off your first purchase at checkout. Some restrictions may apply. Be sure to check the details. And, of course, our friends at Righteous Felon, official sponsor of every shenanigan Nate gets into, official sponsor of BELLYUP Sports as well. Promo code BELLYUP for 20% off 15% off at checkout. We will see you guys on Thursday for a Eagles-Giants edition of Korner Booth pregame. Yeah, that's it. Have a good night, folks, and peace.